is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Wine with B. I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me too last week. I hope that gave you guys an opportunity to catch up on some of my other Wine with B videos. Zoe also missed you. I don't think that she's been introduced lately, but she also says hello. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all have been doing fantastic. So let's just jump into today's review. Starting with the wine, today we will be drinking Noble Vines 337. This is a Cab Sav. We're back to Cab Savs. I think we did 2 in a row that we're not, so now we're back. So let's pop this guy open and see how she tastes. Today we will also be drinking out of this lovely little wine glass my best friend Victoria got me for her birthday or Christmas a few years back. It says, in dog wines, I've only had one, and if you know me, I abide by that. Anyways, on for the taste test. So I would describe this as an easy cab. I plugged this for you guys at Total Wine. It's like under $10. This is a cheap one, a go-to one if you guys are new to drinking cabs and you want to get into it and don't want to spend a lot of money. This is a good go-to. Me and my Aunt Percy used to drink these all the time, and my cousin Jordan, you guys know Jordan, he's coming back soon. Mark your calendars. But anyways, this is it's a safe bet. It's not too much of anything. It's not too in your face. It doesn't have like some crazy licorice flavor. It's just a regular cab, and I have no complaints about that. Okay, moving on to the review. Today we will be reviewing Netflix's original Ginny Georgia. This is a 2021 Netflix original series. I thought it was really cute. It's a teen drama, and I'm a sucker for teen dramas. I know I'm not a teenager anymore, but I have a thing for teen dramas. So let's just go down the score sheet and then we'll talk about the movie. Acting quality, I gave it a 6.7 out of 10. I have a love-hate relationship with Ginny and Georgia, and some of the other characters can be kind of annoying at times. The casting wasn't bad, it's a teen drama, so I feel like that they were supposed to be a little bit annoying maybe, but we'll jump into casting after this. Plot development, 7 out of 10. The plot really just took off and kept on running with it. I think that they set it up for a season 2 as well. Before we jump into the summary, it's basically Ginny, and she is the daughter of Georgia. Ginny's 15, Georgia's 30, so Georgia obviously had Ginny when she was 15, and it's about them moving to a new city, and all of the things that happen with that, but again, we'll talk about that later as well. Originality, I also gave this a 7 out of 10 because we've seen a single mom travel and move somewhere with her kids before. That's not entirely new. However, there's like a whole crime element that happens, which is pretty cool, and they kind of like divulge into that, and that's what makes it more original than a regular single mom with her kids kind of storyline. The genre for this is drama for sure, but they also list online as comedy. I guess there is some comedic relief in it, but I would definitely go more on the side of like teen drama. Hit or miss, I think this was definitely a hit, especially if you love teen dramas. If you're a Gossip Girl, One Tree Hill, any of those cool shows, this is up your alley and you will like this. Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 67%, so not too shabby. We'll see how I mark up with that. Would recommend 6.5 out of 10. The only reason why I'm docking some points is just because not everybody likes teen dramas. I feel like definitely this is a show for girls. Even more so than that, there's girls who don't even like the teen drama genre, so that's why I only gave it a 6.5 out of 10, just because I don't think that it's for everybody. But if you're into that, I think you should definitely go watch it. Which brings my overall score to a 6.8 out of 10, which means I pretty much got the exact same score as Rotten Tomatoes. So, you know, you win some and you lose some. I guess that we agreed on something for once. Okay, casting, let's talk about it. We got Ginny, played by Antonia Gentry. She really hasn't been in very much stuff. She was in a movie called Candy Jar, which I haven't seen, but it has a pretty good score on Rotten Tomatoes, so I should probably go watch that. You guys should too, probably. This was her first leading role, so congratulations to her. I think that she killed it. She plays 15-year-old Jenny, who is the daughter of Georgia, who is played by Brianne Howey. Brianne Howey was in a show on Fox called The Exorcist. I have not seen that either, and she has some other very supporting roles, but I think that this was also her big break as well in a leading role, so also congratulations to her. She is the mother, the 30-year-old mother of Ginny, and she also has another son named Austin. She names her children after where they were born. Because Jenny's real name is actually Virginia, so Virginia Ginny, that's how they got there. And then her son is named Austin, born here in Austin, Texas. Shout out, let's go. One of the supporting actresses is Jennifer Robinson, and we know her from Schitt's Creek, which is my all-time favorite show. I literally love her. She plays Mrs. Shit. Also, if you guys are around my age, she was in Twitches. You guys remember that movie? She was like one of the wizard people who helps them get places. I didn't even realize that until I was like looking her up earlier, and I was like, oh my gosh, she was in Twitches. But Disney Channel, back in the day, early 2000s, she was in Twitches. Moving on to talking about the show. So the show is about Ginny and Georgia. Georgia moves her family to this yuppie Massachusetts town, and she brings Ginny and Austin, and they're kind of like nomadic. They've lived in so many different places. Ginny doesn't have a lot of friends, and for a 15-year-old, I can imagine that being pretty difficult. The show is very teen angsty. It goes through a lot of like what you would go through in high school. So, you know, think drinking, smoking marijuana, bullying, body shaming, self-harm, sex, and sexuality. So it kind of just really hits the mark on everything that people experience in high school, you know, with peer pressure and like feeling obligated to do things or pressure to do things, and feeling, you know, down about your body, and like the girls are like thinking about having sex for the first time. Ginny's best friend Max she's a lesbian, and that she's thinking about having like sex as well. They all are, and like they all smoke weed for the first time. And you know, Georgia's kind of like the cool mom, so she's like, oh, it's okay, Ginny, like just like as long as you let me know, like whatever. But I mean, the kids are all just, it's a teen show. It's mainly about them being in high school together. And also, this is the first time that Ginny actually gets to make friends. Her friend group has a friend group called Mang. It's like the abbreviations of all their first letters of their name, M-A-N-G. And they're kind of like Mean Girls in a sense, like the movie, but like not as mean. But it's high school. Like they're catty, and they have this like little saying at the end when they say goodbye to each other. They're like, love you, mean it, hate you, kidding. And it's just Mean Girl and stuff. And they give each other the silent treatment when stuff happens in the show, and it's very like they're excited to go to the party and whatever, but it's very high schooly, and I think it's kind of cute. But I, again, really like teen dramas. There's also a whole other flip side to this story though, the Georgia side. So Georgia has a colorful background. Her real name isn't even Georgia. She just picked that name, and I think that that's why she went on to name her kids after places. She is a flawed woman, but she's also a very charismatic woman. All of the men love her. She's smoking hot, but some of the mothers don't like her as much. I mean, Jennifer Robinson's character does like her. She is the mother of Jenny's best friend, Max, and so they get along and whatever. But there is some others in town who do not like her very much, but she gets pretty cozy up with the mayor there and ends up getting her way in a lot of the things that happen in the show. But the show also does these like flashbacks to her life earlier that kind of like puts the puzzle pieces together on like their life now, and she's very secretive about her life, and Jenny really wants to know more because she doesn't really know anything. She's trying to like unveil all these secrets that her mother is keeping from her, but the thing is that Georgia does a lot of bad things with really good intention. She loves her kids to death, but there's a lot of things that happen in the show, and when I say bad things, I mean like literally illegal things, morally not okay things, but she does them because she has this intention that she's doing the best thing for her family in any given circumstance throughout any timeline that they show in the show. And it's funny because Ginny the entire time is like trying to not be like her mom. She has that whole, she's a regular teenager who pretends that she hates her mom and wants to get in a fight about everything. That's like literally every single teenage girl ever, except for me, because I love you, Laura, my mama, sweet spot in my heart. But anyways, for literally every teen girl probably has gone through that when they went through this like love-hate relationship with their mother and just always wanted to be in a fight. But at the end of the day, she's exactly like Georgia. The apple does not fall far from tree. That is just how they're always gonna be. They really did set this up for a season 2 though. I want to tell you all about the crimes and how this all interweaves together, but that would just be giving way too much away. But all you need to know is teen drama, teen angst, crime, hot mom. That should be enough for you to go ahead and watch the show. Okay guys, that's all I have for you guys this week. Let me know if you guys go watch Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. If you guys like this video, please share with somebody else you think will like this video. Share with whoever you want to binge watch Ginny and Georgia with. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, when you subscribe, make sure you press that little bell thingy so that way whenever I post a video, you get a notification, you never miss a video. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I'll try not to miss a week ever again, but no promises. But anyways, that's all I got. So until next time, cheers!